Good evening. Good evening, and welcome to the Barabati Stadium, Cuttack. Here we are for the MGM FA Odisha League match number 47. Getting towards that business end in the Diamond Tire, especially, we have Bidanasi Club taking on Radharaman Club today. Well, this evening it promises to be a mid-table clash, full of swagger and full of goals. We cannot wait to bring the live action to your doorstep. Players are ready to go. The referees are ready, and we are just waiting for all the pre-match formalities to be out of the way so that we can get ahead with the action. Well, the stakes in this game aren't that high because these sides have had mixed campaigns. But remember, every game is a new opportunity to start fresh as they make their way on the pitch. The referees leading the way. Bidanasi Club taking on Radharaman Club in the match number 47 of the MGM FA Odisha League. Both sets of players getting to know each other because it will get fiery once the first whistle goes. They are only former 6 minutes before the game. We have the skippers of both the sides coming together. Srinath, Ripen Haldar, the man in the middle taking care of the responsibilities. Subrat Kumar Purohit, Jyotiranjan Swain will be assisting him from the touchlines. Daitari Karua will be in the dugout as the fourth official. Santosh Kumar Martha, the match official. And narrating today's story for you is myself, Pranav Venkatesh. This is how Bidanasi club lineup. Subrat Maharana in goal. The defense is ever as solid. Pradyumna Swain, Amya Ranjan Patnaik as the fullbacks with Kageshwar Lakran, Abhijit Hembram playing as the centre backs. The midfield width will be supplied by Rahul Munda and Krishanu Das. The skipper Shravan Kumar Nayak alongside Babul Singh will be in the centre of the park. The forwards Bhavani Shankar Bimal and Chittaranjan Pradhan have been quiet in the past two games, but they need to find the goal scoring touch if they are to arrest the slide they are in and avoid three consecutive defeats. Prabal Kumar Das, on the other hand, names Rahul Oram in goal once more. A slightly different setup, perhaps. Three at the back, it is going to be Muhammad Arshad, Deepak Oram, and Jangmilan Dimgel in the defense. The skipper Srinath will line up alongside Binay Kishan, Shanawaz Bashir, and Gaurav Negi in the middle of the park. The forwards in this game will be Shakir Sheikh, Baba Grahi Padi, and Tofan Nayak. Both sides do have options. Bijay Bera, notably for Bidanasi, who can be a match winner, and Radharaman have Biki Sethi and Bikram Maji to do the damage off the bench. Who will be the heroes today? We are going to find out very shortly. Well, as we just told you, it is a mixed tournament for these sides. Bidanasi, 5 games played, 2 wins, a draw, and a couple of losses, especially in the most recent. Radharaman have played a game less than their opponent, but after a tough start, they are finding their feet. Can they complete a hat trick of victories? Here is the kickoff. Early throw in there, possession turned over. In possession and attacking from left to right of your screen, a Radharaman club, and attacking maroon, blue, and white from right to left of your screen, are Bidanasi club. Binay Kishan in the middle of the park, dancing away from tackles. Finds his winger. The setup from Radharaman will be interesting. It is named as a back three on the paper. But we have to see how the coach lines up on the field. Nearly and early coming together, but the defender using his strength to his advantage as he wins. Radharaman showing some sort of early command in the middle of the park. A good overlapping run coming, and he will be found. Here is Tofan Naik with the box entry, squares it across, but the striker fails to get a meaningful connection on it. An early opportunity for Radharaman. Should have done better. That is a fine delivery from Tofan. Shanawaz gets dispossessed, is disappointed, but the play will go on, giving chance for Bidanasi to attack. Well, that was a huge chance just a minute ago. So early on in the game, you have to take these chances. Well, let me give you a recap of the Diamond Tires Sunrise Club leading the way. And we have Radharaman, Sports Odisha, Young Utkal, rising student. Rovers alongside who have won the promotion to the Diamond Tire. Cross going in. Should be an easy catch for Rahul Oram. Well, he sends his players away quickly. Look at him run. Tofan Naik ready to wreak some havoc. Shanawaz scouting for options. Tries to slip it through the middle. The defender, despite his best efforts, cannot get it away, and a chance for Tofan, but a good stretch from the centre back. Well, what a fast start this is by Radharaman. The intent is clear. They should have already had a goal. Here is Jang Minlan. Well, they're playing in tight spaces and are using the flanks to their advantage. One more chance for Tofan. The cross gets beaten away this time for a corner. Well, there are on that right-hand channel, overloading that area, playing 1-2 passes, and the winger is getting in behind. Alarm bells ringing for Bidanasi. They have a corner to deal with now. An outswinger it is going to be. From Tofan's right boot. Cleared by the first man, but it can come in once more. A disappointing set piece, you have to say, but the attack will be recycled by Radharaman. A decent cross going in. A chance for Binay Kishan to fire at goal, but a great diving tackle that took the sting out of the shot. Subrat Maharana, so busy on early in the game. The number one of Bidanasi dealt with the two dangerous crosses earlier on. Now a shot to contend with from close range. Well, you're just wondering, what if Radharaman started the tournament with this kind of intensity? A shot going across the face of the goal. Had the winger interested, but Rahul saw it coming and makes the claim. Well, you have to appreciate the intent of the goalkeeper, Rahul Oram. As soon as he claims the ball, is happy with sending it forward. He wants his team to keep on attacking. Subrat Marana takes a leaf out of his opposite number one's page. The huge drop kick, giving a side advantage, a shot from distance. Look at that. As soon as he gets the ball, he's assessing for options. This time, goes short instead. Well, it was a back three on paper, but it looks like Radharaman are playing with the back four. What a ball that is for Tofan. He needs to find the right pass inside the box. The cutback hits the defender. Shanawaz taking it away from the middle. Well, Radharaman have truly come out all guns blazing today. Gaurav wins the duel but cannot keep the ball, or can he? He can is the answer. Binay Kishan strolling past challenges, but his pass lets him down. Look at the aggressive pressure put on. Here is Binay. Played down the left flank. Heavy touch there to his discus, but he can run away. Baba Grahi. He is offside. He was offside in the first place. As the assistant referee is called to work for the first time this evening. Well, what a frantic start. If you are a defender wearing maroon and blue, you would be wondering, when are we going to catch a break? Such is the intensity from Radharaman on display. And once again, here is Tofan. The flag will stay down. Well, needed to be a decent delivery. Space between the fullback. Here is Binay. Too much power on the cross. Nobody in the middle able to get a touch. Bidanasi get away once more. Well, look how confidently they're committing numbers forward. Babul Singh go from the number 7 of Bidanasi. They're rarely seeing the ball. The give and goes. They have combined beautifully, and one more cross. That right hand corner, that right channel. Back is breaking the defense with ease. It's only a matter of time before they connect the final delivery. Bidanasi need to come up with a plan B already, because whatever they have started the game with has gone out of the window so quickly. The coach has to react. Do they deploy another man in the middle of the pitch? Do they press more aggressively towards that right hand side? Calm under pressure. Muhammad Arshad not at all faced with the press coming in from Chittaranjan Pradhan. Now once more, an extraordinary find. He has a magnet. He's attracting balls from every corner of the pitch. But the left-footed delivery falls flat from Tofan. Well, you can see kind of why he's the outlet. He has got the pace. He has got the dribbling skills to beat his man. The final delivery, he hasn't just unlocked it yet. Babul Singh, for the first time. Bidanasi trying to build an attack. But a heavy pass kills any chance of progression. A slick first touch from Binay. Wins a free kick for his side. Khageshwar Lakra, who stepped out to defend, ends up conceding the free kick. Phew, what a start this has been. Opening 10 minutes, have everything except a goal from Radharaman. The coach will be delighted with the way his side have started the game. Might not be with this move. Look at the support coming at the bottom of your screen. Appeals, half-hearted appeals, you must say, for a handball. The referee was in the right position. Well, they tried to do the iconic 1-2 pass. This time, defense steps up well and catches it. Bidanasi stepping out. That's a super ball, but it only felt super because the winger was in an offside position. And immediately, he raises his hand in apology because that was a poor run. From Bhavani Shankar Bimal, the man in good form, alongside the number 14. The forwards, they have been silent in the previous two games, have failed to score goals, and have conceded goals at a terrible pace in the past two games. Bidanasi, a tournament with so much promise, turned into survival and just staying in the diamond tire. Now the flag stays down. It is a good run, spread across the face of the goal. Now it does go up. Well, the centre backs were so confident that the offside flag would go up. I'm sure that they must be aware of play to the whistle. If the referee doesn't Blow his whistle. You have to keep on playing. You cannot wait for offside decisions to come to your rescue. That was a moment of collapse from Radharaman, but luckily they weren't punished on this occasion. Shanavas trying to drift away before he finds the pass inside. A bit heavy as it runs to the goalkeeper. Well, he has got power. That is evident. A drop kick and a proper solid kick out this time from Subrat. Another long ball to find Tofan. This time, bit too much power on it. The number 16 has been making those runs in the early stages of the game. It is important that he doesn't get tired out with that much of running. A long tournament already. Bhavani under pressure. Concedes it through. Bashir escorts him well. It is a back four after all. Two full backs and two in the middle. Slightly deceiving tactic from the coach to make the opposition believe that he's going to deploy a back three and make them overthink. Decent touch from the striker to late for Binay. The follow-up shot coming down as an easy save for Subrat. That's a gift to Chittaranjan Pradhan. And a poor effort from that sort of range. Well, I don't know what it was aimed at because Chittaranjan had just one possession after a good interception. He's trying to bring his team in, but that was a rash attempt from that sort of range. Well, I think the tactic is clear. Bidanasi don't want to press. The front three has been very static, giving Radharaman's backline a lot of time to choose their passes. But I think it complicates life a bit more for the midfielders. They are the ones doing all the tracking back and closing down of the passing lanes. It will be better if the forwards can contribute a bit more and they close down the defenders at least. If not, they actually press them. They can just simply close down the passing lanes, force the defenders to take risks. At the moment, it is all too easy for Radharaman. Good move and a chance for Bhavani Shankar to run past his man. Does he have the pace? Jang Minlen in a better position, in a better starting position there, gets ahead of him. Binay Kishan in the middle. Can he thread the needle? Yes is the answer. The flag will go up anyways. In fine synergy there. Shakir Sheikh, the number 9, always playing on the last defender's shoulders, always trying to make those runs. Now, that is goes for Radharaman. They have been disciplined. His eyes must have lit up to catch the goalkeeper out. Well, I comfortably believe this is some of the best football Radharaman have, but did it come too little too late? They're out of the title contention now. The only thing left to play for both these sides is the qualification to the FA Odisha Super Cup. That is a poor kick out from Subrat, allowing the opposition to come in, but a heavy touch from the winger, Babagrahi. Gives Subrat a break. Well, that is the pressure we'd like to see from the team. from the midfielders and forwards especially to try and steal the ball from the opposition and also just play the right passes because they can't waste the possession they have won by working so hard. Shanawaz spreading it to the right wing. Here is the right back drifting inwards. Vinay Kishan drifting out wide. Well, the kind of variety you'd like to see in your team. Shanawaz got his pocket picked for a second, but the number 8 did he track back Chittaranjan and made up for his mistake. Well, it is Binay Kishan playing on that right flank now. A lovely ball into the target man. He does exactly his getting away from challenges. Isn't that easy? And he finds it out the hard way. But Chittaranjan does incredibly well to get the ball away. Here is Bhavani. How on earth did the number 14 of Bidanasi manage to send the ball to the left flank despite being challenged from behind? That is great composure from the striker. Well, they have to be the ones to cause problems. Bhavani Shankar Bimal playing as the number 2 to Chittaranjan Pradhan in the attack, primarily focusing on that left flank. It is their link up which has to provide some goals for this Bidanasi outfit in disappointing form. A good chance now, an in-swinging corner. Goalkeeper comes out a long way, but it is his defender who clears it. Rather not well, but the follow-up cross is a poor one. Was off balance, was unsteady, and was under no pressure. That's the most shocking thing. His teammate should have called for it. He could have taken a touch, steadied himself before sending the ball in. Now this, the zone 14, the little rectangle just beyond the box is where Radharaman are having most of the time. The pressing from Bidanasi has to be a bit more aggressive. On this occasion, Baba Grahi fouls the defender and concedes the free kick. Well, if you are a Radharaman fan who have just joined late, you might be disappointed with the scoreline, but your team has done everything they could to score. In the opening 10 minutes especially, Tofan Nayak down the right wing was causing havoc to the opposition. That is a fine read from the fullback. Needs to complement it with a good pass though. Krishan Udas sees his attempted switch of flank intercepted in the middle. Played towards the box. Shakir Sheikh, the target always. The number 9 of Radharaman, a battering ram of a presence. His height and physical ability gives him the edge above the defenders. It's a trade-off, isn't it? With that sort of stature and with that sort of power, it becomes a little difficult for the striker to dribble in tight areas, which was proven as a cute ball slipped towards the left wing. Bhavani's cross. Chittaranjan's cross, that was. Rahul Oram covers his near post in glory. Maybe if the goalkeeper was not alert enough, it could have sneaked into that near post of the net. That is a great block there. Binay Kishan's ball was a yard to the left or right away from releasing the striker 1v1. Offside infringement in there. The linesman noticing it to perfection. Benches of both the sides not worried yet. A long way to go. And Bidanasi will be particularly happy with how things have gone. They were put under the pump early on. They haven't conceded. It is a good thing to take some inspiration from. And just now their attackers are getting into the mold as well. Chittaranjan Pradhan drifting to the left and in center creating chances. Bhavani Shankar certainly has the threat. Launched long. Well, I'd like to see less of these kind of punts up the field. Instead of trying to take aimless long balls, they can build up with short passes and then exploit the defense of Radharaman. Shanawaz under pressure. Well, look at him. Drop the players to the ground. Babul Singh is recent victim. There is nothing wrong that with what Shanawaz did. He was shielding the ball. He had the momentum. But Babul finds something and is on the pitch in anguish. Well, the player is all right. And I think it will be a drop ball to Radharaman. It's only right because they were in charge of possession. And the referee having a fair bit of talk with Shanawaz Bashir. You would wonder what the number 8 of Radharaman has done there. Just thanks to his supreme physicality. And look at this from Shakir Shaikh. He has a chance to go for goal. He does go for goal. That is a grass cutter. Comfortable save for Subrat, who gets down and makes the catch. Now lobbed over the defense. That is an uncharacteristic slip there from Bhavani. The defense was appealing for an offside flag which did not go up. Well, if not for the slip, Bidanasi had a huge chance created there. A subtle tweak in their attack as well. Babul Singh playing on that left. Bhavani shifting to the right instantly. That is what in-game management is all about. And Chittaranjan, as usual, in the middle of the park, played that lovely weighted pass over the top. Now this is better. A one-man press, but it is a good press. Just do not give them enough time to settle and pick their passes, because the passes from the back line of Radharaman have been devastating. Yes, they have decreased in volume over time, but they still have the threat. A dangerous ball played across the face of their own box. Bidanasi's chance to build up now, but they will still go long. A poor effort, very poor effort. They were under no pressure. So why do you resort to the long ball tactic instead of playing it short? Into the second quarter, no goal to show for the dominance of one side and the persistence of the other. Cleared towards the stands by Abhijit Hemram, the number 8. Sends it gently towards the box. Binay Kishan on the turn, will go wide. He was off balance. We have seen many efforts like that in the past. You have to hit it extremely sweetly and put it on target to beat the keeper from that range. He lost his footing, was hoping that it would get a deflection or would go to his teammate. Very good hold up play that from Shanawaz. They were a little bit forward thinking in the opening quarter, in the first quarter of the game. Radharaman's aggressive gameplay has toned down a little bit. Also, thanks to the fact that Bidanasi have brought that sense of compactness to their midfield and final third pressing. Well, it should be a goal kick, and it is a goal kick. Good defending there. Binay Kishan overwhelmed by the physicality of the defender on that occasion. The thing I don't understand is Tofan Nayak was causing so many problems on the right hand side, and all of a sudden, it is Binay Kishan playing there. So why not continue with the same man who was causing troubles? A bit strange from the coach. A lovely touch from Chittaranjan, but his teammates cannot keep the ball. Now, how about some aggressive pressing from the right back? He will release Bhavani Shankar, a chance to enter the box, but what a sliding tackle. Despite all that, he cannot get it away. A chance to head it in. Babul Singh fails to make the connection. And Jang Minlan will win a throw in. Good intent from Bidanasi. Much appreciated after that slow start. Tells you how much they've grown in this game. Especially when you're a team not in form, when your last two games have resulted in thumping defeats. And given the way they have started this game, you would have counted them out, but they have shown incredible character to make sure that they're in this contest yet. Rahul Munda sends it towards the right back. That is a poor pass after a good passage. Shanawaz's tackle. Now Krishanu in space. Disappointed with himself. Should have done better. Those little pocket spaces, plays getting better. The midfielders confidently taking more risks. And the risk paying off. Excellent switch to the right flank once more. Chittaranjan Pradhan in his own half tells you about the dedication of the striker. If only that pass was played to a man who was onside. The amount of work he does for his team. Six goals for him this tournament. He is hungry to get more. Well, whenever he has scored in this tournament, he has only scored braces. 3 braces in 2 games and 2 blanks. Those 2 blanks in the past 2 games have hurt them a lot. Bidanasi desperately need their star man firing. Binay Kishan in the edge of the box with a heavy touch. The defensive midfield sees there as a chance to clear it all the way to the goalkeeper of Radharaman. Now it will come for the number 9 who shows great feet and finds the finish. Shakir Sheikh. Babagrahi Padira finds him, and Shakir Sheikh with excellent composure in front of goal turns his man and fires the finish. Well, that through ball was supposed to be going somewhere else, but a deflection from Kageshwar sends it Shamir's way. Shakir Sheikh's way, beg your pardon. And the number 9, the coolest man in the house, opens the scoring for Radharaman 31 minutes into the game. Well, he has been the focal point of all the attacks. He finally gets his reward. Shakir Sheikh's first goal of the tournament gives Radharaman the lead in this contest. Well, how good was his composure with the ball at his feet? A chip heading towards the goal. Needed to be cleared off the line. Could have been an instant response from Bidanasi. Well, there is no break to action, not even enough to describe the first goal. That was a lovely chip. The goalkeeper was worried, was giving us everything to get back, but it was Arshad who cleared it off the line, taking no chances. Shakir Ahmad Sheikh, the target man for Radharaman, who has been sharp all tournament long, who has created so many goals for his side, finally gets on the score sheet. Baba Grahi tried to play the ball out wide there towards Tofan, who was overlapping. Kageshwar tried to send the ball, tried to clear it. It deflected into Shakir's path, and the number 9 showed incredible composure before finishing from close range on his right foot. Such fine forward play. Offside there. But perhaps should he have been scoring more? Radharaman, with only 2 goals added here and there, would have been in a better position in this tournament. Would have been competing for the title as well. But a slow start really hurt their chances. They're getting in the groove now. This will be their third straight victory. But given how good Sunrise Club are, they're out of the title contention already in their fifth match day. Trying to take the free kick off the training ground. The routine doesn't come well. Arshad to Tofan in space. Bends one towards the keeper. Makes a safe save. One defender too many. Trying to get past the men continuously. Ends up fouling there. Well, the 35 minutes, the opening 35 minutes have just flown past us. Radharaman started with a lot of intensity. So many crosses played in, so many attempts. Bidanasi repelled them all and then grew in confidence, grew in stature in the game. But the team that has conceded 6 goals in the previous 2 encounters have folded once again to the constant attacking threat of Radharaman. Well, if it stays this way, it is going to be a hat-trick of victories for Radharaman and a hat-trick of defeats for Bidanasi. Either ways, if we get a result in this game, one side, both the sides will have conceded hat-tricks. So we are going to find out who it will be. Now that is just silly. Trying to play simple passes down the line, sending the ball out of play. Careless loss of possession from Bidanasi. Have to be better than this. Given they're chasing the game now, they have to take care of the ball while in possession. Shanawaz Basir, highly impressive in the middle of the park, putting in those tackles, not afraid to ask the ball, get away from pressure. The foul gets called. Baba Grahi. Well, I don't think he will be credited with the assist because that was a wild deflection there. The intended direction of the pass was somewhere else. So despite him playing the ball, Baba Grahi will be disappointed to see that the assist not getting credited into his account. A cheeky clearance, but only as far as the centre backs of Radharaman. Chittaranjan with a burst in his lungs, trying to press the goalkeeper. He's alone in his press though. Look how skewed the front three of Bidanasi is. The tip of the arrow being Chittaranjan, who is way too ahead. His flanks, his wingmen are completely behind, not at all complementing his pressing. It is a complex mechanism where every chink must come together for the press to be effective. This is simply not working out for Bidanasi. Possession stats would make for an interesting reading in the halftime break. We will see how it will shape up. Once again, under no pressure, Muhammad Arshad will go long towards the right flank. Well, I guess business as usual. As we see Tofan Nayak restored to the right wing, something that should have been continuous. Another cross going in towards the far post. Fullback taking no chances there. Chittaranjan unable to win every single duel. You have to feel for him. He's getting very little service despite him giving everything. Well, almost catches Arshad off guard. How do you contend with this physical presence combined with the passing accuracy that Shanawaz offers? A very good display from the number 8 in the middle. Shakir Sheikh, not the most fluent with the ball at his feet. But he does well, you have to say, to keep the ball in that region and just circulate it with his teammates. Binay trying to find that opening. Bidanasi put a tackle in the middle, win possession. But after that, should be more confident. Chittaranjan with a superb ball over the top. The goalkeeper comes out, defender clears. Bhavani Shankar making the run as usual. Using Chittaranjan Pradhan as the fulcrum in that attack. Goes short to him, and the striker, who is very good with passing, finds the winger running clean through on goal. That is an angry kick out. And they end up conceding a free kick in a very good position for Bidanasi though. There would be no complaints from the team trailing. A chance for Krishanu. Will he go for goal? I don't think that should be the option. And it is a delivery into the middle, a free header, a poor header. He lost his bearings, just ended up hoofing the ball into the air, allowing Rahul plenty of time to collect it with peace. Into the final 5 minutes of half. Display of intent from Radharaman, nothing less. You have to describe this half as. And if you're being honest, they will be disappointed that the lead is only a single goal. And they haven't doubled their lead yet. Bidanasi showing flashes of good pocket play. But ultimately, the overhit passes, the underhit passes costing them again and again. Heavy touch from Shakir. To his credit, the ball will stay with his team though, before it is dispatched carelessly. Well, I don't think we are going to see a huge number from the fourth official. There have been very little stoppages in the game. And that's what I'd like to ask your pardon, because as soon as I said that, the number 11, Krishanu Das of Bidanasi, needs some treatment. Allows the players to catch a breather, especially that midfield of Radharaman. In possession, they have been so smart. The pairing of Binay Kishan and Shanawaz Bashir doing wonders. Khageshwar Lakra, who had the unfortunate touch that sent the ball on its way to Shakir before he scored. Khageshwar plays it short to Krishanu. Scanning for options, cannot find it and plays a poor pass that is superbly intercepted by Shanawaz. Sums up the half for them. They're just having pieces here and there. They're unable to put them all together, but here is a chance. A fine run down the middle. Well, he was offside. You can see the disappointment. He didn't want that pass. That is very poor from Babul Singh. Chittaranjan Pradhan, not an animated character usually, but Babul's pass there, reckless pass, manages to bring out a reaction from him. He was in an offside position. There was literally no purpose playing that pass. He should have just carried on with his run. Binay, look how comfortable they are with receiving the ball and turning with it. Once more, Binay knocking the ball towards the box. Can he find the right cutback? It is a perfect cutback, but the finish is lacking. Baba Grahi just blazes it wide with his right foot. Will try to guide it towards that bottom right corner. Opens his foot. A bit too much shown there as the ball trickles out. Wasn't that far off, but wasn't on target either. Another great chance goes begging for Radharaman. That is what I've told you. They will be disappointed that their advantage is only of a single goal as we approach the half-time whistle. Fine dash from the fullback. Can he keep the possession though? Amia wins the ball back for his team. Chittaranjan dropping deep once more, going for goal. Not his best effort. Rahul Oram will be happy to spend some time with the ball as he tries to run down the clock. Of course, that will be the need of for them all to recharge their batteries. Defense split with ease, hoping for an offside flag. It won't come, and the keeper is forced to make the save from Baba Grahi. Well, it looked offside in real time, but the referee felt otherwise. Casual defending from Bidanasi, perhaps. They were all counting for the flag to go up. The corner delivery. How did it go wide? Well, that was such a good header. Beating the goalkeeper. He was a free header in the middle. Well, another chance that slips right through the fingers for Radharaman. From this angle, I thought the ball looped into the back of the net. Only for it. Looks like Subrat Maharana has injured himself in the process of coming out. Well, it will lead to some other implications as the stoppage time might be increased. Due to this, we are yet to see how many minutes we're going to get. 2 minutes. But as things stand, we might go beyond the added 2 minutes. If Subrat takes some more time to recover, the goalkeeper was a busy man throughout the first quarter. Of course, in the second minute, from the second minute, he was called to action time and time again, beating out dangerous crosses, covering his near post. They do have a goalkeeper on the bench though. Looks like he is all right. Again, the ball will come towards their own box. Bidanasi should be careful. I don't think they will mind going to the tunnel with a goal deficit, but if it becomes two, they will be giving themselves a mountain to climb. Just make sure that there are no more mistakes and you see out the half. Shanawaz, it is impossible to shake the ball off him right now. He's playing with that swagger. Clearance will be cleared, and that will be it for the first half action. A very good half of football as far as Radharaman are concerned. They have dictated the play. The centre backs have enjoyed the ball. Their midfield was in cruise control, and the forwards all having a field day. And none other than Shakir Ahmad Sheikh scoring his first goal of the tournament in the 31st minute. A very good finish from close range after the deflection came his way. Was on his left foot and then shuffled to his right, sat down the defender, gave the goalkeeper the eyes and finished beyond him from 6 yards out. First Tofan Nayak, who was wreaking havoc in the early stages of the game. Bidanasi, not to say that they haven't had their moments. Their star forward Chittaranjan Pradhan has created a couple of chances for Bhavani Shankar, but they were yet to come to fruition there as Rahul Oram covered his near post in glory once. Well, as things stand, Radharaman are rising to the third position in table and are on course for a hat-trick of victories. In the process, it is going to be a hat-trick for losses for Bidanasi club. And back, a successful comeback, you have to say, for the first time this tournament. Do we have a different script in the second half? Join us shortly as we reveal the story to you. Well, statistically, it's only been one club, 50% possession nearly, 10 shots, 5 of them on target. Will be disappointed because they have had quality chances but have only found the net once. A slender score line, 6 shots from Bidanasi, 2 on target. Anyone could have sneaked in. But we will see how the story will turn in the second half. Join us shortly. Welcome back to the second half action. The team huddles in full swing, especially for that side, trailing going into the half. Bidanasi having a long team talk. But as you can see, the body language and attitude of Radharaman, a fairly relaxed outfit. Well, they know that the title is gone, but there's so much to play for. Qualification for the Super Cup. In knockout tournament, anybody can beat anybody. So it's all important to make sure that you qualify for the Super Cup. The referee involving himself in a bit of fun games as the players wait for their opposition to show up. Bidanasi, in a determined bid to arrest the slide of three defeats in a row, are having a longer team talk than their opponents. Captain Shraban Kumar Nayak has been in the middle of the park. A compact defensive performance, yes, but offensively they have to offer a much more pronounced effect. And Radharaman will get us underway, attacking from right to left of your screen in checkered reds and whites. Are Radharaman the side with a goal advantage. And you can see they are not here to go about their business without hurting anyone. They want to score more goals. They want to add gloss to the score line and take all 3 points. Heading clear and attacking from left to right of your screen in maroon and blue and white. Are Bidanasi. A couple of hiccups, but still. Here is Binay. 7-on-7 there. Babul Singh concedes a throw in. The cross going in, headed clear, but still a chance for Radharaman. Trying to spray towards the left wing, a loose pass from Shanawaz Bashir. We haven't seen many of that. Krishanu's attempted clearance will go straight to the opposition. Tofan playing on the left flank, starting on the left flank this time. Started on the right in the first half, shifted to the left for a bit, but now in the second half, he is completely starting from the left. Heavy touch there, but a chance to run. Bhavani Shankar will stretch his legs. Well, that is very hard to comprehend what has happened there. Bhavani Shankar Bimal, indecent goal scoring touch throughout the tournament, who has got 5 goals to his name, shockingly, gives the ball away in that situation. 2v2 against the defenders. Chittaranjan Pradhan arriving in the middle. That is one of the worst attacking sequences you will see in the entire tournament. Tofan Nayak, what a tackle that is, pinching the ball away, the fullback. Abhijit Hembram, exemplary defending. In the box, there's always the danger of giving away a penalty, but he has measured it to perfection. Play towards the goalkeeper. Bidanasi have to improve in attack. It is not happening for them. Chittaranjan is in his usual form, but Bhavani Shankar having a complete off day. Offside runs, poor shots. The number 17 is struggling to get some inspiration. Will they turn to Bijay Bera on the bench? Keeping the ball alive, shot from distance. Will go wide. They're winning the ball back with ease. Radharaman are finding it very easy. Bidanasi are struggling to make their opponents work hard. A chance again on the right flank. Headed towards the edge of the box. Binay Kishan Getting away from challenges, gets the shot away. That's a fine effort from the number 19, Prasanna, the half-time substitute. They're comfortable on the ball. Tackles not coming on time. They're having the license to roam. Well, it was not always doom and gloom for Bidanasi. They have started the tournament in excellent fashion. I think the game is settling down just now. Because once it settles down, let me walk you through the stories of these teams at this tournament. That was a rash touch, but luckily, Kageshwar Lakra has chance to clear. Kept in play. Now where is he running? Prasanna wins possession for his side. Tofan Naik, look at the overlap coming. He will not seek it. Should have perhaps sorted. Tofan Naik plays an aimless cross there. Well, a chance, another chance. That is a great ball. Asking questions of Rahul Oram. Bhavani Shankar Bewal full of running, but the winger has to provide something tangible at the end of it. Chittaranjan on the right wing delivers the cross in, but has too much power on it. Well, he is their only source of joy. Both the forwards were in scintillating form on the opening day, as Bidanasi club got an exciting victory against Rising Star in their tournament opener. Bhavani Shankar Bimal scoring 2 and Chittaranjan Pradhan scoring 2. They followed it up with another 4-2 victory against Young Utkal club. Again, the usual culprits, the strike pair notching braces for themselves. Looks like Bidanasi are going to force their way down the right hand side. So many through balls being played there. Baba Grahi with a clever back heel towards Tofan. The number 16 cannot get past Himram. Pot shot on the turn. Prasanna wanted the surprise factor, but Subrat saw it coming from a long way out. Well, with their forwards firing with 6 points out of a possible 6 in the opening 2 games, Bidanasi were having promising signs. An attempted through ball cut in the middle of the pitch. Good interception. In the third game against Rising Student Club, it was an exciting 3-3 draw as well. Chittaranjan scored his third consecutive brace in that game. Appeals for a back pass, but very muted. It came from the fans especially, not from the players, as it was an attempted clearance from the defender. Radharaman are looking a bit vulnerable. Bidanasi have started this half with a bit more purpose. Can they make it count? Now this is much better. They're using the short balls more. They're using the short passes to try and break through the opposition before they eventually launch it long anyways. Winning a throw this time. Number 22, Anup entering the pitch. Gives them an additional target man. They have sacrificed the midfield stability to get that goal. Shraban Kumar, the skipper, dispossessed. Shanawaz on a dash now, has support to right and left, picks the right flank. But a little pause from the winger allows the defense to reset. Cross sent in, just away from the feet. Another cutback. Blocked and cleared by the defender. Here is Jang Minlan assessing the pitch. Once the 1-2 gets it his way, but Khageshwar comes across. Well missed by striker Anup, the substitute. A fairly easy touch, just lets it get away. And guiltily backtracks to try and help his defense, leaving Bidanasi with no forward to attack that clearance. Well, even after draw, things weren't that bad. 7 points out of 9. The only way was up for Bidanasi, but in the previous two games, they have incredibly lost track. Khageshwar with some more physical defending. He has impressed apart from the deflection that led to the opener. Finds Anup this time. Takes a decent touch before sending it back to the midfielder. Bhavani Shankar in the race. Rahul Oram is not letting him win this one. Good alert goalkeeping from Radharaman's custodian. Awkward bouncing ball. At the end of it all, Radharaman on top. Prasanna laying it off for Shanawaz. Goes for goal from distance. Too much power, too much height on it. A 4-2 defeat against the tabletoppers Sunrise Club was a shock to them. The first defeat of the tournament. Well, interestingly, Amya Ranjan Patnaik and Pradyumna Swain, two fullbacks, were on target for Bidanasi that day. The strikers had a rare off day as they lost 4-2. Well, it followed through as the strikers had another off day and the defense was breached twice as Sports Odisha inflicted a 2-0 defeat on them. Back-to-back defeats in this tournament combined with a draw. Their last three games have completely derailed their season. Yes, they have 7 points to their name. Even in the previous edition, they had 7 points. But what it means is it is just enough to stay afloat in the division, just enough to beat the relegation. No title race this time for Bidanasi. Their previous games have ensured that. But they need a result today and here to make sure that they qualify for the Super Cup. The stakes are high. Only 3 points would take them to third, or only even a single point will take them to third. But let me remind you, if they lose, they will fall down to fifth position. And if you're new to the format of this league, let me walk you through it for a minute. That is some good football. Decent flick from Chittaranjan. Krishanu is unable to get on the end of it. A good counter in progress there for Radharaman. The fullback joining the attack, sends the cross in. Kept alive on the left flank. Tofan delivers once more. Shanawaz. Anup trying to press him from behind, but the number 8 finds an incisive pass to Tofan Nayak, who cannot get the better of Pradyumna Swain. Well, you can barely recognize the man that has started the game, can you? Tofan Nayak, well, a verbal altercation, the exchange getting out of hand, the players intervening. The referee trying to break up the proceedings. Tofan Naik, you can understand his frustrations. He has been defended very well on that left-hand side. The combination of Pradyumna Swain and Abhijit Hemram has completely nullified him, his threat on that left wing. It is sheerly out of that frustration. Well, in Diamond Tire, we have 8 teams competing. Shanawaz with a very clever pass. He will go for goal once more, trying to curl it. And that was a very good attempt from the number 8. The ball dipping down, but not quite enough. Maybe Subrat Maharana had it covered, even if it dipped down on time. Well, in the Diamond League, out of the 8 teams, all teams play each other in a single-legged round-robin format. The team that stays on top of the table after 7 match days will be crowned as the champions of the Diamond Tire. And the added incentive, the top 4 will qualify to the FA Odisha Super Cup, which is a knockout tournament. So that makes finishing in the top 4 all the more important for these sides. The title race out of Bidanasi's fate. Now that is a great cross. But the winger attacking it should have sent it into the back of the net. Shanawaz Basir, superb burst from him. Skips past the defenders, sends a left-footed cross. Well, he only had to put it on target. There was no way Subrat Maharana was saving that. Radharaman, a missing glittered chances. It will come back to hunt them, to haunt them. If Bidanasi ever get an equalizer in the remaining 30 minutes of the game. Chittaranjan from his own half trying to find Bhavani Shankar. It has become repetitive. The defenders have taken note. They're stepping up quickly as soon as Chittaranjan is about to release the ball. They're catching him offside. Bidanasi have to refresh their attack. Chip towards the middle. Shanawaz is there once more. He has just delivered a great left-footed cross. Can he do it one more time? Some air on it. The header straight at the goalkeeper. Prasanna, the substitute striker for Shakir Sheikh, the goal scorer, has been causing all sorts of problems. That was a fine header, but directed straight at the goalkeeper. Down the other end now. A corner for Bidanasi. So with title race seemingly out of their hands, Bidanasi have only the Super Cup qualification to play for. A defeat today will put them in a worse position and out of the qualification spots. So you will see them throw everything they have to at least nick a point and stay and move to the 3rd position. The cross is overhit and will go out of play. If a late collapse was the bane for Bidanasi, let me tell you, an early stuttering start was the undoing of Radharaman club. Aggressive. The defense has done well to win possession. It is up to the wingers now. Here is Bhavani. With dancing feet, sends the cross in. The defense combining to clear the effort. Shanavas, the showrunner for me, the Governor General in the midfield, in both halves, in defensive half, seeking the ball, getting out of trouble, progressing the ball, and in the offensive half, creating chances, peeling out wide, sending the crosses in, has been the standout player. Arshad goes long, possession turned over. Now look at the pressure that Radharaman are exerting. Compare it to the pressure Bidanasi are putting down the other end. You can see the difference, clear as night and day between both the sides. Another attempted switch over to the right flank. They have to be creative enough. The single tactic is not working. Yes, it is winning them throw-ins down the pitch. But the players have to ask a question of themselves, is this the way to go forward and score? But here is a great chance for Baba Grahi, who squares it towards the edge of the box. Couple of tackles forcing him outside of the box. An overhead ball, but Binay Kishan will keep it in before launching it once more towards the middle. Prasanna's header gets blocked by the defenders. Shanawaz to Jang Minlan. Here is the number 8. Winger cutting in, runs into traffic but runs out of traffic. Has good options. Lets it run for Prasanna. It should be 2. But what a block that is. Smart football from Radharaman. But even then, they struggle to find the second goal, which can kill off the contest potentially. Clever dummy from Baba Grahi to let it roll for Prasanna, the substitute, who has had plenty of chances after coming on but is yet to find the net. Headers, right-footed chances, left-footed chances, he has had it all. Well, Bidanasi can count themselves as lucky because they are getting away with it so many times. Despite all that, they're unable to find one clinical chance which can draw them level. They're just bossing around now. In Bidanasi's half, Radharaman's midfield and attack are having a field day. Trying to spread it towards the right. The fullback read it over enthusiastically, sends it straight to the goalkeeper while trying to cut it out. Nicking possession away. In the middle of the park. Another mistake. That is just poor now. Look at the space he's having. The number 15, Gaurav Negi. Well, he is given the license to go forward a bit more. He sat back for the entirety of the first half, but now the number 15 of Radharaman is venturing forward with more freedom. The referee has had a fairly easy game to officiate, except the altercation between Tofan and Pradyumna Swain there. This won't be a bookable offense by any stretch. Just a coming together between two players whose eyes were deadlocked on the ball. He will be a happy man and would hope that the last quarter would not provide him with more headaches. In the initial stages of the tournament, Radharaman, the 2017 and 2022 FA Odisha League Diamond Tire champions, have struggled. Their opening day loss is one of the biggest ever losses in their history. I don't think any fan could ever forget that 6-0 thumping in the hands of Rover Club on the opening day for Radharaman. A smart turn finds the passing option, the number 10. Dickey had his movement there. Could have marked disappearance off the bench with a goal. Quite a lot of changes. The coach giving minutes to bench players and fringe players. Anoop slides Bhavani Shankar in. Can the number 17 have the composure? Blocked by the defender and from close range. Inexcusably, that should be in the back of the net. That is a terrible miss from the striker. Fantastic ball from Anoop towards Bhavani Shankar. Sent the ball low. Blocked by the defender. An inexcusable miss from that distance. Had to gently mate it, but looks like the ball flew off his shin there. A huge escape for Radharaman. Again, it just tells you how fragile the 1-0 scoreline is. They cannot settle yet for all this dominance. Tofan Nayak skipping past challenges, but the final delivery letting him down once more. But if you keep missing chance after chance at 1-0, the game could turn on its head in a single flash, just like that. And that was what Bidanasi have showed a glimpse to Radharaman. Shanawaz demanding the ball inside the box. Sends the cutback. Abhijit Hembram lays it off for his defensive partner to clear that. Prasanna. With the lanky feet he goes. Here is Negi. Patiently trying to create the opening. Defense is not budging, but that is a rash movement for Kishanu Das. Kicking the man out of frustration. Biki wins a free kick for his side. Well, from Radharaman's perspective, the 6-0 heavy loss perhaps set the tone for this tournament. They finished third in the previous edition, but coming into this new season, a thumping of that magnitude will have hurt your morale. But credit to the team, they have done well, they have recovered, they have only recovered ever since that. Now a cross goes into the middle. All he needed was decent connection on it. Gaurav Negi volleys it over from close range. That was a superb delivery. The defense was caught napping. Well, I think he tried to bring the ball down with his right foot and it bounced off him over the crossbar. Well, after that opening day defeat, Radharaman did recover well, taking points of Sunrise Club, their eternal rivals and the defending champions. A 1-1 draw, Muhammad Ashik on target that day. After that, in the next two games, they have incredibly improved. Their attackers have come to the party. Binay Kishan and Baba Grahi, the mainstays of those victories. A 3-1 victory against Sports Odisha and a 2-1 victory against Racing Student Club have put them in a decent position in the table. And if they can see off this result as we head into the final 15 minutes of the game, it will be 3 consecutive victories for them. And let me remind you that these 3 points would take them to the third position in the table and would put them in comfortable automatic qualification spots for the Super League. Well, Radharaman, a bit of love-hate history with the Super Cup. 2 appearances there. Have made it to the semis in the previous edition. losing on penalties 5-4 to Sunrise Club. Good ball through the middle, but the flag has gone up for offside. In the 2022 edition of the Super Cup, they were eliminated on penalties in the quarterfinals against Jayadurga Club. So penalties are their bane in the Super Cup, but can they make it to that tournament in the third successive season? It will all depend on this result. Final 15 minutes coming up. Well, getting aggressive now between the defenders. It is going to be the first card of the day. Prasanna gets shown the yellow card for the tackle on Khageshwar Lakra. Well, absolutely needless. The number 19 being over aggressive. Well, the linesman is the first one to notice, to bring it to the referee's notice about that elbow in the back. Pradyumna Swain showing his knee takedown ability. A risky move, but it does pay off. Bidanasi. Well, at the end of it, why do you want to shoot from there? They were just driving forward with the ball. Why not take a touch? Just put your stud on the ball, wait for the opposition to commit, keep driving at them, and then take a better shot. That is very poor there from Bidanasi. The actions in the final third have been certainly disappointing for them. They haven't been very creative in the middle of the pitch. All their glorious opportunities have come from the number 14 Chittaranjan Pradhan playing lovely balls over the top, or them being direct and going long to the flanks. So through the middle, you have to be more creative than shooting from 20 yards, 25 yards out and wasting possession. But any sort of hope Bidanasi have in this contest is all down to the fact that Radharaman are struggling to take their chances. They have created so many chances in this game and have yet struggled to put the contest to bed. So there is a chance for Bidanasi to break open the door and take anything from this game. They can spoil the party. They can enjoy their fourth position if they take away a single point and condemn Radharaman to fifth. If the scoreline stays like this, that is a superb clearance from Rahul. Judges it to perfection, comes out and heads it well. Shanawaz hasn't been the one to take risky passes. That is what keeps his game so tidy and clean. He does all the damage with those short passes and carries of the ball in the medium range. Meanwhile, here is another great chance for Prasanna and he blazes over. Well, the disappointment is very much evident. Simply, you cannot ignore the misses now. It must be running on the back of the coach's mind. They are missing way too many chances. Jang Minlan on that occasion, harassing the fullback into winning possession inside the opposition box, squaring it on a plate for Prasanna. Meanwhile, here is a great chance for Biki. Takes it past the goalkeeper and settles the contest. Well, that was coming. And finally, the chance that fell to the right man, the substitute of the bench. Had a great chance early on. Plays a 1-2 with Binay Kishan. The through ball showed the composure there to round it past the goalkeeper and then gently stroke it into the empty net. This will be the curtains. Well, until and unless Bidanasi club produce a comeback of epic proportions, this is going to be another 3 points for Radharaman club. Biki Sethi off the bench to seal the result. something they've struggled to do throughout the game. Take their chances. The number 10 shows them how clinical they have to be. In the process, notches up his first of the tournament as well. Especially if you're Prasanna, you'd be gutted because the number 19 who has come on earlier has wasted chance after chance. It is the number 10 Biki who has come on later with very few touches. Now he's on the edge of the box. Can he add one more to his tally? Goes wide of the near post though. Well, he's jumping with joy. He will be claiming a starting spot on the back of this cameo, but it is a fairly functioning front three. The only thing will be the early substitution of Shakir Sheikh. Is it due to an injury or is it just a matter of tactical balance of trying the other players out? If Shakir is injured, Biki Sethi on the back of this appearance might ask for a starting spot. Stofan Naik and Baba Grahi are impossible to displace now as we head towards the final games of the tournament. Trying to find the strikers courtesy of a long ball. It is a hit and miss tactic. Yes, their best chances have come from hitting the ball over the top towards the flanks, but it will not work every time though. Biki, well, showcasing his ability that he can drop deep and make play as well. Something that Shakir Sheikh lacks. The tall and lanky striker is more of a target man. He will play on the shoulder of the last man. He will camp himself in the opposition box. But dropping deep and connecting play is not something he's very good at. So that might give Biki Sethi and Prasanna an outside chance to ask for a spot in the starting lineup. And on the back of this display, I think Biki Sethi will be the favorite if Shakir is going to miss the next few games due to an injury. Out wide towards the right, wasteful cross going in. Shouldn't be a problem as the defender keeps it in. Absolutely no pressure coming in from the opposition. And despite that, Bidanasi give away possession. That is very poor. A huge chance opening up the square pass or an attempt at goal perhaps. Well saved by the goalkeeper, Subrat Maharana. Well, no clean sheets for either side this tournament. Bidanasi have fallen victim again. But the thing is, Radharaman club are just 10 minutes away from keeping their first clean sheet of the tournament. They will be happy with this effort. They're clicking into the gear at the right time. Yes, the title race is out of their hands now. And they would need so many results to go their way in order to clinch the title. But they will be hoping that they can carry on this form to the Super Cup, which is going to kick off shortly after the Diamond Tire concludes. In the knockout tournament, if they're this solid, they can beat any team on their day. If they can put out the heavy opening loss to Rovers Club against behind their backs, there is nothing that this team couldn't do. But from a Bidanasi perspective, you have to ask where it has gone wrong. After a strong start to the tournament, 3 consecutive defeats in this manner, conceding 8 goals in 3 successive games, scoring only 4, beg your pardon, scoring only 2. Is that a fall off in the defense? Did they get their tactics wrong? Or are the forwards not firing enough? There will be so many questions for the coach to answer. as a tournament that promised so much in the opening three match days is turning out to be a no-show, as they even have the danger of falling out of the qualification zones for the Super Cup. Still a loose hand there, catches the player. Krishanu Das leaving something on Biki Sethi, the goal scorer. Wasn't intentional, but it is a part of the game. A good workout session for the referee there, having his time with the ball. As the game comes to a draw, as the game comes to a conclusion. Coming from a Bidanasi perspective, they won the Gold League in 2022. They got promoted in 2023. They finished in the previous edition, they finished in the fifth spot. Would they be happy with another fifth spot finish? I think given that they are the new boys, they are the newbies coming into the Diamond Tie, they will be happy with survival because they can consolidate on these foundations later on. In just your second season in the Diamond Tire, they're feeling that this sort of performance will be enough again. Now chance to grab a consolation, but Bhavani Shankar trying to go rings around the fullback. Ends up ceding the possession. Binay Kishan, how is he still running after 85 minutes of exhausting football? There have been fair bit of changes, but Binay is still playing after all that and is still running with the same intent. Chittaranjan, a poor pass from the striker. You can clearly see he's burnt out. He has given his all, been pressing the opposition since the first minute, all on his own. Has got little to no support, and now even is misplacing simple passes. Shanawaz seeking Rahul Oram, who is 3 minutes away from a well-earned clean sheet. In the second half was made to work a bit harder. Well, they weren't direct saves, but so many long balls that made their way towards the edge of the box. He had to come up, he had to sweep to keep Bhavani Shankar from getting into dangerous positions. He will be happy with his first clean sheet of the tournament though. Krishano gets dispossessed. Here is Biki to Vinay now. Biki once more to Vinay. Anup ends up running away with the ball. There is no way that they can beat this man today. Shanavas, the Governor General, casually comes in his way, runs away with the ball. Any team would love to have a midfielder of this class. Binay Kishan cutting in towards his right foot. That's a rash attempt. I'm sure that he wouldn't like this replay to be anywhere in the highlight reel. He'd probably have this attempt deleted off the stats as well. Switching the flank to Bhavani. Well, the French striking pair have gone cold after scoring in the opening three games. They have drawn blanks in the next three. Tells you why there is a huge drop off in the team's performance. When your strikers aren't able to score goals, it will damage the morale of the entire team, especially with defense conceding goals in such huge numbers. Bidanasi, their form has just jumped off a cliff. That is the only right metaphor that suits them. Complete jump off the cliff in form. Look how easily the midfield of Radharaman is playing. The early game against Sunrise has just made life easy because the eternal rivals of the defending champions coming into their own form. This late edition of the tournament, it could have been an epic title race if Radharaman showed this form early on. Into the added time now. Looks like the booking number two of the day, claiming his innocence, the number five Deepak Oram. I don't think there'll be much of added time there. Very few injuries, very few stoppages. We have had a smooth game so far. Only going to be 3 minutes of injury time. Referees would love to see more of these games. Nothing but football. Jang Minlan, who should have waiting in the second half, especially another ball over the top. Prasanna Tofan Nayak on that occasion taking a blow to face. The referee puts the whistle. Well, it looked like that was a bit deliberate from the defender. You could only tell if you saw it in slow motion. Out of sheer frustration there, leaving a bit on Biki. That's what the players are trying to explain it to the referee. Srinath, the skipper, letting the referee know that it was a deliberate elbow. A drop ball given to Bidanasi. Well, it is going to be a drop ball for Bidanasi, but we are beyond the 3 minutes of added time, remember. We've lost around 90 seconds. The play will only go on if the referee deems that there is something to play for. But as it stands, the result is done. The verdict is out there for everyone to see. What will the referee decide? There is still stoppage in play. Protests coming in from Radharaman players. Well, this little added drama before the final whistle. The match commissioner involved as well. Maybe they are unhappy with the way that the players were treated on the pitch. It is going to be a yellow card after all the discussions. Well, I think that was absolutely unnecessary. So close to the final whistle. A needless yellow card issued to the defender against the referee's wish. Going into the added time. Here is Anoop. Can they grab a consolation at least? Bhavani wins a throw in for his side. Well, they're happy to play the passes amongst their back line and wait for the final whistle. That was a lucky escape. In a moment, Prasanna could have run away with possession over there. Pradyumna sees his pass cut out by Biki Sethi. Tries to send Prasanna down the wing, but he fails to do so. I think that should be it. 5 minutes into added time, way beyond the added mark of 3 due to that controversy and the added. And that will be the full-time whistle. Radharaman club, a hat-trick of victories recorded. And they have jumped up to the third spot in the table from fifth, leapfrogging their opponents of the day and condemning Bidanasi to the fifth spot. Ahmad Sheikh opened the scoring in the 31st minute with a neat finish on his right foot after a dominating start from Radharaman. But mind you, there was some Bidanasi resistance in the middle part, even in the start of the second half as well. But Radharaman have had chance after chance being wasted. But it took a neat finish from Biki Sethi, who came off the bench, collected the reverse pass from Binay Kishan, rounded the goalkeeper and put it into the empty net. Well, after the dagger in the 80th minute, it was all formality to wait for the final whistle for Radharaman, who are walking away with a hat-trick of wins. For Bidanasi, it is a steep decline in form, a third consecutive defeat. Will leave them in fifth position, out of the automatic spots of qualification for the Super Cup as well. A complete domination from Radharaman in the latter half, in the latter stages of the game. 61 possession, 22 shots, 10 on target, and only a fifth of them being converted. 40% possession for Bidanasi, 7 shots, 3 on target. But in reality, none were close to being testing Rahul Oram. It got a bit heated in the end, fouls here and there, couple of yellow cards for Bidanasi and a sole yellow for Radharaman. With the referee doing his job to perfection. But the full-time whistle will bring joy for one side, as they can go into the next two games with a lot of confidence from this. Their forward line have come to the party truly, and how. Also, the first clean sheet of the season for Radharaman. Meanwhile, Bidanasi have a lot of soul searching to do. They need to rediscover their golden touch, which they have showed in the opening 3 games. Can they do it before it gets too late and seal the spot for the FAO Super Cup? We will find out in the future fixtures. The full-time score is Bidanasi nil, Radharaman 2. We have more action coming your way on the fantastic Friday. Diamond Tire action for Sports Odisha taking on Rising Star Club. And tomorrow evening at 6 p.m., the Gold Tire Championship contest. Kishore Club taking on Mangala Club. Remember, it is a winner takes all. Tomorrow's game at 6 p.m. will decide who wins the Gold Tire and gets the jump to the Diamond Tire in 2025. So do not forget to tune in for those important fixtures. Till then, this is your host.